On July 27, 2026, China made an announcement. They said they'd built it, their own chip-making machine. Headlines fired instantly. China cracks the chip monopoly. ASML's dominance is over. Semiconductor stocks sold off across the board. Now pay attention to one word that every single headline left out, because every single one of them missed the point entirely. Here's what China actually built. A DUV machine. Deep ultraviolet. Not EUV, not extreme ultraviolet. DUV. And that one-letter difference changes everything. Because DUV makes old chips. EUV makes AI chips. One letter. Completely different war. Here's why. EUV makes chips at 3 nanometers. DUV makes chips at 28. Every AI chip that matters, H100, Blackwell, Apple M4, all manufactured at 3 to 5 nanometers, which means China's new machine can't build a single one of them. There is still one machine on Earth that makes every advanced AI chip possible. One. And it isn't in Shanghai. It's in a city of 45,000 people in the Netherlands. China has spent tens of billions trying to build a copy of that machine. They have failed. Hey, if we haven't met yet, I'm the digital avatar of Karuna Santosa. He built me to do one thing: track the AI, harvest the hype, and follow the money. So, while he's busy reviewing the script for what's next, I'm stepping in to make sure you don't miss this one. He reads every single comment, so drop your thoughts below. Let's get into it. Here's the official story. ASML is a Dutch company that makes lithography machines. Lithography is how chips are made, the same way a printer lays ink on paper, except the ink is light and the paper is a disk of pure silicon. You shine light through a pattern, it imprints that pattern onto the silicon, and you get a chip. ASML is good at this. Very good. They've been making lithography machines since 1984. They're headquartered in Veldhoven, a city of 45,000 people that most people couldn't place on a map. Their market cap is over $600 billion. They employ 44,000 people worldwide, and by every official account, they're just a tool company. A very successful tool company, but that's the surface read, and here's what the surface read misses. It isn't that ASML makes lithography machines. Dozens of companies make lithography machines. The question is, what kind? Because there's a specific type of machine that makes chips below 7 nanometers, and that machine uses extreme ultraviolet light, EUV. And ASML is the only company on Earth that can build it. Now here's where it gets interesting. Every AI chip you've heard of, every chip that matters, H100, MI300X, Apple M4, Nvidia B200, all of them are manufactured at 3 to 5 nanometers. All of them require EUV lithography, which means all of them require ASML. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly what signal to watch for to understand when this monopoly starts to crack. But first, understand what kind of monopoly we're actually talking about. Most monopolies exist because a company is big enough to crush competitors. Google bought its way to search dominance. Amazon bought its way to logistics. ASML's monopoly is different. It isn't a market monopoly, it's a physics monopoly. EUV requires light at 13.5 nanometers wavelength. That's at the boundary of the X-ray spectrum, shorter than visible light. To generate it, you fire a laser at a tin droplet, 25 microns across, traveling at 70 meters per second in a near-perfect vacuum. That turns the tin into plasma. The plasma emits the EUV light. That light hits mirrors coated to a smoothness measured in atoms. And then it hits the silicon wafer and prints the circuit. The entire system has more than 100,000 parts. It took ASML 30 years to get this right. Now here's why that matters. There's no competitor close to solving this, because solving this isn't a funding problem, it's a time problem. So who actually pays for this? ASML sells roughly 50 EUV machines per year. Each one costs between $220 million and $400 million. That isn't a typo. One machine, $400 million. Their top customer is TSMC, the Taiwanese foundry that makes chips for Apple, Nvidia, AMD, and most of the AI industry. Samsung buys them. Intel buys them. The world's 3 largest chip makers all run on ASML hardware, and they've got no alternative. Think about what that supply chain actually looks like. TSMC uses ASML EUV machines to make H100s for Nvidia. Nvidia sells those H100s to Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and every AI lab building large language models. So the chain runs Veldhoven, Hsinchu, and then Silicon Valley. Every AI compute cluster on Earth has a Dutch address somewhere in its supply chain. For years, China was buying too. Not the EUV machines, those were already restricted, but ASML's older DUV machines, which make chips at 14 to 28 nanometers. China bought hundreds of them before the restrictions tightened. So China built an entire domestic chip industry on ASML hardware that ASML is now prohibited from servicing. In 2023, the Netherlands government passed export controls, restricting even the older DUV systems from going to China. China had been roughly 16% of ASML's revenue. That revenue, gone. You'd think the stock would crater, right? ASML's stock didn't collapse. It went up. Because the rest of the world, TSMC, Samsung, Intel, every company racing to build AI infrastructure, ordered more. The demand for EUV capacity is so intense that ASML's backlog stretches over 2 years. They literally can't build machines fast enough. Here's the flywheel that matters. Every generation of AI chips gets smaller and more powerful. Smaller chips require more precise lithography. More precise lithography requires the next generation ASML machine. So as AI demand grows, ASML's position doesn't weaken. It deepens. And the United States figured this out. In 2023, the Biden administration pressured the Netherlands government to restrict ASML's Chinese exports. Think about what that actually means. The most powerful country on Earth needed to call a small country in Western Europe to flip the switch on China's chip ambitions. Because the US doesn't make the machine, ASML does. ASML employs 44,000 people. It contributes more than 2% of Dutch GDP. So when the US asked the Netherlands to restrict exports, it was asking a democratic government to make its most important industrial company sacrifice a 16% revenue stream for American strategic interests. The Netherlands said yes, and that tells you something about the weight of that leverage. Now here's where it gets even harder to look at. China's new DUV machine? 5 units, shipping in 2026. 20 units targeted for 2027. You know how many DUV immersion machines ASML plans to ship in 2026? 130. That's a 26-to-1 production gap. And it gets worse. ASML's machines are already fully depreciated. They've been running in factories for years. China's machines are starting from zero, which means every chip China makes on a domestic DUV machine costs more than the same chip made on a decade-old ASML machine. The economics don't just look bad, they're brutal. But here's the deeper problem. DUV has a ceiling. No matter how many passes you run the silicon through, no matter how many patterning layers you stack, DUV cannot manufacture below approximately 10 nanometers at commercial yields. Not 5, not 3. And the AI chips that run the models, the ones Nvidia sells for $40,000 each, those are 3 to 5 nanometers. China's new machine can't touch them. And the EUV gap? Still there. SMEE. Shanghai Microelectronics Equipment has been chasing EUV for years. China's government has thrown tens of billions at this problem. After all of it, their most advanced machine operates at 28 nanometers. That's DUV territory, not a gap. That's a generation. And it gets harder the closer you look. Every single component in an EUV system has to be perfect. The mirrors have to be flat to within 1 angstrom, which is 1/10 billionth of a meter. The laser timing has to be synchronized to within picoseconds. The vacuum inside has to be cleaner than outer space. ASML sources components from over 800 suppliers around the globe. That network took 30 years to build. China doesn't have an equivalent supply chain. It can't build one fast, because the suppliers themselves require decades of expertise. There's a company in Germany called Zeiss that makes the precision optics inside every ASML machine. Zeiss has been doing precision optics for over 100 years. That institutional knowledge isn't something you build by writing a check. ASML's own engineers joke that building one of these machines is like landing on the moon 3 times every quarter. This isn't a race where money closes the gap. It's a race where the gap compounds. But here's what nobody's actually covering. The Netherlands is now a geopolitical pivot point. Not Germany, not France, the Netherlands. A country of 18 million people now holds more leverage in the US-China tech war than almost any other nation at the table. And that creates pressure that's genuinely uncomfortable. China is Europe's largest trading partner. The Netherlands exports machinery, chemicals, agricultural products into China at scale. ASML's restrictions have cost Chinese customers billions in lost machine access. And China has options. It can retaliate on other Dutch industries. It can restrict rare earth elements that ASML suppliers depend on. Or it can simply wait and watch Dutch domestic politics shift. That last point matters more than most people realize. The Netherlands has seen political shifts toward parties skeptical of aligning too closely with American foreign policy. Every Dutch election cycle is now a variable in whether ASML's export restrictions hold. The US didn't just weaponize a Dutch company, it created a dependency where American chip strategy can be influenced by Dutch elections. So what do you actually watch for? 3 signals. The first is the EUV gap. China can now make DUV machines. That's real. But a DUV announcement isn't the kill signal. 5 units isn't the kill signal. 20 units isn't the kill signal. The kill signal is if any competitor delivers a commercially viable machine below 10 nanometers. Not a press release, not a government claim, a delivered machine making AI-grade chips at volume. That's when this thesis changes. The second is ASML's quarterly order book. ASML publishes results every quarter. If their advanced EUV backlog starts shrinking, or their allocation shifts away from TSMC, that tells you where the market sees risk before the headlines do. The third is Dutch political signals. If the Netherlands government reviews its export control stance under economic pressure, or signals openness to resuming trade with China on any ASML category, that's the crack in the US-Netherlands alignment. Here's what all of this adds up to. Every AI company on Earth, Nvidia, Google, Microsoft, OpenAI, runs its ambitions through one machine, in one building, in Veldhoven, Netherlands. Not Silicon Valley, not Shenzhen, Veldhoven. The machine that makes modern AI possible is the most strategically important piece of industrial equipment on Earth, and most people have never heard of it. So here's the question I want you to sit with. China just built a machine they said would change everything, and it can't build a single AI chip. So if China eventually closes the real gap, and there are 2 EUV suppliers instead of 1, does the AI chip landscape become more competitive, or does it become more dangerous? Drop your answer in the comments, because that's exactly the question the next decade is going to answer.